Hello everyone, and once again welcome back to my channel Server again. My name is Dr. Singh, and today we are going to discuss about some comparison of different components like commands and other stuff. So let us begin with what is difference between locate and find command. This is the question which was asked to me within my last interview. Although I am experienced person, but though even someone asked me what is difference between locate and find command. So first of all, let me tell you that how does find command work. So find command works. So find where I need to find. Let us say after that I'll give the name, maybe PAASSWD. So wherever the particular command will be or the particular file will contain passwd word, so it will print down the all information, right? So it does not have its own database. It works on inode level. It means whenever you are typing any name, so it will look that what are the inodes which contain the same name, right? So all the password files are available for you. Now let us say that if I have to figure out locate command. So locate command is not available. So guys, keep this thing in mind when we talk about locate command. I will tell you the difference as well. So I'll have to install install mlocate minus y. So this is the basic difference. Like we have to install mlocate command, and find command is by default available with most of the distributions of Linux operating system, right? So mlocate has its own database. Like whenever we install any command, we create any file, and the particular database of locate command is not up to date, which means locate command is faster. So let us say if I run a command locate, and after that I define passwd, same thing. So obviously it is going to say locate cannot stat where lib mlocate.db. There is no such file or directory. So what I have to do here is I need to run a command update db. There is a particular command if I run, and if I try to figure out the particular file now, so obviously I shall be able to see that the particular file is available. After running this file, I shall be able to figure out that the file has been created, and slocate is the particular owner of this particular file, and this is the particular size of this file. Everything is available, right? And this is a database. This database is used especially by locate command only. So if I run the same command again like locate passwd, then it will print out each and every component, because if you see here, so right now this is showing each and every component like usr share doc passwd. So each and every component is available with the locate command. Locate command has figured out that wherever the data is available related to passwd, it has printed down. So the main difference between find and locate is locate has its own database and find does not have its own database. Locate command is much faster than find command. Why it is so? Because it goes to its own database, and then after it prints out the information onto terminal or wherever you want, right? But the particular accuracy of find is much better than that of locate. Why it is so? Let us say if the particular files are updated, there are new files created, and update db command is not executed, because see, whenever we run locate command, so every time we have to see that locate commands database should be up to date. Only then it will provide you accurate result. Fine. So that is the main difference between locate and find. Locate works on its own database, wherein find works on the file system which you define based on the inodes. That is the main difference. Although I am not going to show you a lot of example of find command and other components, like we can define, like we can find here based on time, based on size, based on permissions, based on user and everything. Like there are a lot of syntax of find command which you can which I have already explained within my previous videos. You can check that out on YouTube channel. But if we talk about locate command, so first of all we have to install that. Locate command is not available by default. We have to install mlocate is the package, right? Locate is the particular command which is used with the help of this database. So this is the particular location of the database which is created for locate command, right? Okay, then after, what is difference between find, which and locate command? So which command is used, like obviously I have told you the particular difference between find and locate command. So which command is used? Which, maybe locate. So if I type in here, it will tell me the location of the particular executable binary of any command. Maybe if I try to find out here fdisk command, so obviously it will tell me the particular executable file's location, that where the executable of this particular command is kept. So if I try to type in here this one, then this will tell me that this is the executable file where you can figure out that where from the actual command will be executed, right? So this is how it works. These are the like three commands which we have seen the difference. Which command is used to check that where is the executable file. Locate command is used to check the location of file with the help of any name, but it needs its own database, right? What is next? Like how do you connect to dev team? How do you collaborate with each other? So yes, this question is a little tricky. So whenever you go to face interview, so like a person can ask you, okay, like you are working in DevOps team or maybe in AWS admin team or maybe with Linux admin team. How do you interact with developers? So guys, there are three ways. First of all, email. Second thing is ticket, and third thing is in personal meeting. These are the three ways you can interact with the team. Like developers can come to your team and you will help them. Second thing, they will drop an email with all the details and you will perform the activities if proper information is given. And third thing, how do you collaborate with each other? So definitely collaboration means whenever any task is assigned to you that you have to perform this stuff, so in that case you will be responsible to perform with the help of developer, or if you are capable enough to perform the activity based on the information which developer has provided to you, so you will be collaborating with them, maybe based on ticket, personal email, or maybe the particular ticket, personal call, or maybe email. These are the three ways you interact with the developers. Okay, what is IAAS, SAAS, and PAAS? So guys, this equation is really interesting, and I'm going to explain you that thing. So what is this? How we are going to work with it? I'm going to tell you that. So let us go to Google for figuring this out. IAAS versus PAAS versus SAAS. So this is the particular model of cloud computing. I would like to explain this particular to you, that what is it, how does it work and all. I'm going to explain that particular component to you. This is the best picture I like actually. So obviously I would like to give credit to like bmc.com. So on premises, the particular blue color if you see, fine. So all the things, whether that is networking, storage, server, virtualization, OS, middle layer, runtime, data and application, everything has to be managed by you. You means the particular like server admin team has to manage, VMware team has to manage, maybe application team, OS team, every, like this could be different team. Maybe there could be a separate team for managing network, there could be a separate team for managing storage, server, virtualization, operating system, and this is like Linux admin work, right? But when we talk about IaaS, it means infrastructure as a service. So networking, storage, servers, and virtualization, this part is managed by service provider. It could be AWS, Google Cloud, GCP, your Azure, maybe DigitalOcean, maybe Alibaba, or so and on so forth. Whosoever is working as a like service provider, these are the particular components which are managed by them. But OS, middle layer, runtime, data, and application, you will be responsible for these components, right? If you talk about PaaS, it means platform as a service, right? So for example, you can think of a EC2 machine. Like you will have to decide what operating system you are going to install, how many users will be created, what is going to be the size of that EC2 machine, how many CPU will be there, how much amount of RAM you want to have, how much disk you want to associate, everything you will have to manage here. But in case of PaaS, you will just define that what type of data you want and what application will connect to this particular application, right? Like you can take example of database. So like MySQL, Mongo, Postgres, whatever database you want, so everything will be managed by AWS, and you will be worrying about, you will have to take care of your data and the application, how does it connect with this particular database. Now, if we talk about SaaS, SaaS means software as a service. Everything is managed by the particular service provider. You are not doing anything here. What you have to do, let us say you have to send email. So what email server AWS has configured, how much capacity do they have, how much email you can store, everything. You need not to worry about even a single component here. Everything will be managed by AWS itself. You need not to worry about anything in this case, right? So that is the basic difference between IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, right? Infrastructure as service, software as a service, and platform as service. Now, next thing here is what is difference between SCP and Rsync command, right? This is very interesting question. So let us say if I have to copy something, so SCP can work on local as well as on remote desktop, right? So I'm going to copy a file here. So let us say, let me create a file fallocate, and after that I'll create a file -l, maybe 200 MB. This is going to be size, and maybe /etc, and slash etc and slash lokendra. This is going to be the file. If I check the particular size of this file, then I can easily check with the help of like ll command. ll-h command is there. I'll check. So 200 MB file is created. If I run the command scp, then this one, if I try to copy in slash temp, then I will see I can run a time command before it. So it will tell me that how much time it is going to take. So actually this much time is taken. Real time is this much, right? This is user and this is system time. So this much time is taken by this particular command. Now let us say if I try to create the same command once again, maybe with the size of 300 MB, I'm going to define it 300 MB. So right now, if I try to copy the particular command file once again, so obviously it is going to take a little extra time, 1 second and this much seconds. Fine. So this is the particular actual time which is taken. Okay. But if I perform the same thing with SCP, let me remove this particular file. I'm going to remove this particular file rm-rf/etc lokendra and slash temp and lokendra. Both files I'm going to delete, because I'll create the same command once again. Now if I try to create the command once again, f allocate, okay, let me go to f allocate, this command I have created, right? Now I'm going to do rsync this one to slash temp, right? But I have committed one mistake here. I actually did not define the time, so as I can show you that actually how much time it is going to take. So okay, this has taken this much time, right? But if I define here the particular size of this file, if I define here maybe 300 and maybe 50 MB, because obviously I'm going to show that this will transfer the like incremental data only. If I try to copy the particular file, then how much time it is going to take? So it is going to take some additional time. Why it is so? Because obviously if the file size is actually big, so then definitely there will be much difference. If I try to rsync once again, so it is just going to check whether the all data is available there or not. So whether it is not going to sync the data, no data is copied, right? But though even it is going to take some time, if I define here rsync-v, so it will show you that lokendra file is trying to be synced here. It is taking some time. Why it is so? But if I try to do same thing with scp command, if I try to place one scp command here, fine. If I try to do scp, so it will show you that executing cp etc and this one, like it is going to copy. It is like obviously the particular file size has been increased, that is why it is taking some time. If I do the one, if I do it once again, so every time I copy the particular file, so irrespective of whether the particular file is available on destination or not, but obviously it will copy the data there, irrespective of the particular file is available there or not, but obviously it will copy data. But in case of rsync, it will not copy the data, because it knows very well that the particular file on source and destination are same. So there is no use of copying the data, because both the files are same. It is not going to do anything here, right? The file size is this much, speed of 00 this. So this particular information is in like available there. If you copy the same thing once again, then it will provide you the information. Why it is so? Like bytes received, 35 bytes and everything, if this information is available to you. Okay, so it means rsync will send you the incremental data. Why it is so? Because rsync has its own algorithm to identify that what data is available on source and what data is available on destination. So all the incremental data it will forward from source to destination. Okay. Then like how many, next question is how many applications do you manage in AWS? So this particular question is related to interview only, that a person would like to know that actually are you managing the particular services on AWS, or that is just the thing which you have written on your resume. So obviously like you will have to define there, maybe you are managing on EC2 what you are managing, maybe you can say database, Apache, Nginx, Tomcat, Redis, maybe some additional third-party services. It could be PHP, Magento, maybe Python services, Golang. So what all applications you are managing on the top of AWS, you will have to define that, right? Where can I associate secure? The next question here is like, let me define this is done, this is done. Let me check this box. Okay, next question. This one we are talking about. Where can I associate security group with network load balancer in AWS? So guys, there is no such a way that we can associate a security group with network load balancer, because AWS does not allow to associate security group with network load balancer. Then next question is going to be, then how will you ensure that your application is secure? So the answer here is, all the security group which are associated with your target instances will be responsible for securing the particular data, or will be responsible to secure your application. Network load balancer does not provide a facility to associate a security group. Now this question I would like to leave it to you. Security group and NACL in AWS, network ACL I'm talking about. So are stateful or stateless? Definitely I would answer this question. Not a problem. I can give you a hint. So secure network ACL is implemented on the top of a subnet, and security group, this particular security groups are implemented on every instance level. Now you have to tell me that whether these are stateful or stateless. So I want you guys to study about like what is stateful and what is stateless. So that sort of thing I would like you to guys tell me. Please write in comment box. I shall be waiting for your answers. Now next question here is, can you please explain /var log directory? So yes, I would like to explain that. /var and /log. If I run the ll command here, so obviously we have like the very first folder is known as Anaconda. So what is Anaconda here? So guys, Anaconda is the particular installer. Anaconda is the particular installer which is responsible to provide us the interface where we define the particular stuff, like how the particular things are going to work, what are the partition and other component, whatsoever you perform. So like at the time of installation wizard, that sort of things are provided to you with the help of Anaconda. Moreover, if you type in the particular kickstart file, so that particular wizard is also provided with the help of Anaconda. So everything whatever you want, you can check out here, like what are going to be the default value with your like server, that will be managed by Anaconda only, right? Okay, so there are two things. First of all, if you see it here, so we have like messages here, and if we go inside Anaconda, so there is a particular file known as syslog. So syslog, okay, vim command is not found, but that is my favorite one actually. So it like syslog will tell you all the information related to the particular boot process, what happened, when happened, and like what are the particular parameters which are defined with your operating system, and everything, each and every component, whatever you want, that can be seen within this particular file within inside Anaconda. But guys, you will have to be careful that whenever we are talking about different operating system, like we are talking about Red Hat, Ubuntu, so this could be a little different. Fine. If we talk about like your messages main component, I'm going to tell you. So message, like obviously I'll have to go directly back. So this particular will tell you the information like metadata cache started. So what are the particular information of your operating system? So main application logs of your operating systems are found under /var log messages, but only in case of Red Hat operating system. If it is your Ubuntu, then varlog syslog is the particular main configuration file, where main file where logs are available, right? Then after, if you talk about like audit, so obviously if audit service is enabled, so you will be able to figure out the particular files. You can check what happened, who did what, what command was executed, if any host name was changed, or if any command was executed, whether it was successful or it was a failure. So this sort of information you can figure out with the help of your audit logs, right? Even you can define that what sort of audit logs you want to configure, like you want to configure. You can have some like acknowledgement, like whenever any user is trying to add a command or trying to execute a command, and that command is getting failed, so you can be notified with the help of this, right? So this is how you can check out your var log. And one more thing, finally, I'm going to tell you the particular main configuration file. So there is a particular file like with the help of this one, there is a particular like cron log you can check here, boot log you can check here, btemp log, fine. Like choose repo log, like when yum is going to get configured, so what repositories it is getting choose. Then after, you can check out here cron log, like cloud init log, that whenever your system is going to like come up, so what sort of logs it is providing, you can easily figure out here. So cloud init log you can check. So what happened at the time of when your machine was like coming up, So there are some of the modules which are executed, which are available on your base machine, and obviously like how the particular base machine is going to provide information and the resources to your virtual machine. These sort of information can be seen here. But guys, keep this thing in mind, this type of files are not available on your base machine, right? So you can check all the logs related to cron. So there are not such like cron available, like this is only startup and cron service was started. So this sort of information you can found here, you can read it here, right? You can read it a mail log, you can check here like last log, when like what are the, like if I run a command last, so it will read the particular information that when user was like user logged in, when the user system was rebooted, who logged in when and from where, all the information you can read out from this particular file. Fine. If you check the particular security messages, so you can read the particular file well log secure. So if any user is created, if any group is created, if any user is added to any group, fine. So if user home directory change modified, if any user tried to log in, whether the particular user was able to log in or not. So this sort of information you can easily figure out inside this particular file, which is varlog, and the particular file name is secure. Fine. So apart from this, there are some other files like mail log, spooler. So this will contain the mail of your like mail, wtemp, login detail, and other component can be found here, right? So just go through this particular file. If you have any problem, I will definitely explain the particular components to you, right? So I hope this has been informative. If any further question, if you want to ask, and this particular question I have left to you guys, that whether security group and network ACL is stateful or stateless, and if it is, then how and why. So if you like this video, so please do like, share, and subscribe with your friends. And if you have any further question, do write in comment box. I shall be happy to assist you on that. Thank you very much. Have a good time and happy learning.